DJ has.
Tactical nuke incoming!
What's going on, guys? DJ Hess here, and I'm bringing you guys the last SMG to complete the 5, and this is the always exciting tryhard UMP class. Now, I don't start out the game off with the UMP. I end up switching to it and start rushing later in the game, and hopefully you guys will find this one a little bit more entertaining. I know some of you guys have been saying on some of the other videos, like, you only got like 6 kills with the gun or whatever, but well, 6 kills and then you got a nuke. But you guys got to realize that that's actually difficult as shit to do. To get 6 kills, even with a gun that you're not familiar with or comfortable with at all, it's difficult to get those 6 without dying. And I don't know if it's not entertaining to you guys to get that, or if it's not impressive, that's fine. It's not meaning to be impressive to you guys and get a flashbang only riot shield nuke or some shit like that. I'm trying to do something different for myself, and it's exciting for me to be able to try different weapons and to do different things. So that's really why I'm doing this. I'm not trying to do it for any other reason other than that. I thought it would be challenging for myself and fun to try different guns, and it's definitely challenging for me. As I mentioned in the very first one, if you haven't seen the Vector video, I'm very, very like traditional when it comes to my guns. Like, I have a certain set number of guns that I am very comfortable with, and I use them. And the reason why is because I'm like, what's the point of using a Vector or some other gun when I know that I could have made the kill, or I could have had the upper hand if I would have used my M16, or if I used the UMP, or if I would have used the ACR, or whatever gun I'm comfortable with. It's like almost pointless to use a different gun when you know that there's other guns that suit you better. So that's why for me this is like, it's challenging, because I'm stepping out again of my comfort zone of what I'm comfortable with using, and using something, kind of putting myself at a disadvantage. Now, that's not to say that everybody's at a disadvantage that uses the mini Uzi. If you've used the mini Uzi enough, you know what, you might be really good with it. But for me, I wasn't very good with that gun. I wasn't very good with a lot of these SMGs. And to get one nuke gameplay with it, it could have taken 2 days to just constantly playing with that one gun, trying to get a nuke. And I might have been able to get 3 or 4 other nukes if I didn't use that gun. So just be mindful of that when you guys are leaving comments and you're not overly impressed because I only get 6 kills with a gun, or 5 kills with a gun even, and a couple Semtex kills or whatever. Now I know what Pone was saying, because I remember when he was doing the Nuke with Every Gun series, he had mentioned this in Twitter. He was kind of upset because his the people would be leaving comments just trolling him and basically being like, you didn't get a kill streakless nuke or whatever. Like, and he's like, I mean, I can understand what he's saying now. It's difficult getting nukes with different guns, especially every gun. I don't know how he did it. I was able to accomplish all the SMGs, and SMGs they're not guns that I would traditionally use in general. The UMP is the exception, but I think I just about rage quit there for some reason on accident. The UMP is the exception, but an SMG plays like it's supposed to. It's a short, medium range, like, weapon. It doesn't shoot long range distances. The UMP is kind of one that can, but believe me, I've had my share of gameplays with the UMP where I'm shooting, and if you don't burst fire it correctly, it doesn't shoot straight, and you can't kill somebody from a distance. However, if you figure out the gun and you figure out how to toggle and burst fire, you can kill somebody from a long distance. And I've used the gun enough now that I know how to do that, and it works effectively for me. When I first started using the UMP, I laughed. I was like, why does everybody call this a tryhard gun? It's not easy to use. It didn't feel like it did anything different for me than what like any other gun would do. I'm like, because again, I'm coming from the M16 only. Like, I played this game for the longest time only using the M16, only using the FAMAS, because I was like, why would I want to shoot a bunch of bullets at a guy when I can drop him with one burst fire? So and again, you have to be accurate to one shot, not a bunch of different shots. So totally different style of game when you use on automatic weapons. But SMGs are short range for the most part. Now, I swear that like the UMP feels like it has a longer range than say the M4A1. I'm not sure. Maybe that's just me, but it feels that way. It feels like it's more effective than that gun. But I'm only really good at using this gun with a silencer. You put any other attachment on this gun and it doesn't feel right to me. So, but you can see right here, I'm rushing around. I mean, I'm all over the map now with this UMP. I have my tryhard class on and I'm just rushing. I just was bored and decided to just start rushing them hard and just flanking their spawn. I mean, they trip capped, so we don't really know where they're coming from now. And if you guys aren't really familiar with it, they can literally spawn like right behind you. The way these spawns are in Modern Warfare 2, it just gets ridiculous. But I'm rushing around and I'm obviously now in their spawn because we capped the other two flags. So you know, I'm just about out of ammo here and I'm ready to clinch it out for this nuke. This map isn't an easy one for me to get a nuke on. I think this one can be somewhat difficult, and I don't know why I have problems with it. Like, because it's so open that usually if you get air support you win, but it's also like a kind of a positive and a negative at the same time, because you get air support, they shoot it down instantly. And you can see right here, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you can burst fire and shoot a distance here, and that guy's standing still, or the guy's standing still, and I have just enough for one last bullet, and there's a burst, and I get it. So luckily I'm able to get my Harrier and continue it. But hopefully you guys like this series. I know some of you guys are a little critical or whatever. That's fine. That's a-okay by me. For me, it's a big feat to be able to get a nuke with different guns. Again, getting those first 6 or 7 kills with a gun that you're not familiar with is difficult. But I was lucky enough to do it, and I'm gonna go ahead and continue this series after this UMP is up, and I'm gonna go ahead and jump into the assault rifles. So I will be getting a nuke with all of the assault rifles, and that will be an interesting one for me because most of them I'm familiar with. The F2000 is definitely one that's a piece of shit in my opinion. The FAL I love that gun, but it's a difficult gun to be able to pull a bunch of kills with. At least for me. And then there's the AK-47. Now I've never been good at using that gun. It's just the recoil on it's straight up and down. It's predictable, but it doesn't matter if it's predictable or not. I don't really know how to use it. And but anyway, so this is the end of this video. Hope you guys like this SMG nuke with every gun or nuke with every SMG series. And then if you guys haven't seen the previous ones, go back and check. If you guys are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, and if you want to leave a comment, a thumbs up, that'd be great. And hope you guys enjoyed, and that's about all I got for this week. Check back next week for the beginning of the assault rifles. Thanks.